think it's a very, very non-show business way to start, but seeing as we are very compact and bougie tonight, are we all right just for a laid back evening of chat and stuff? That's fine. So there's no point doing a big live at the Apollo show welcome, is there? Complete waste of time. We'll just do a hiya, chill, whatever, this is it. It's nice that everyone's chosen to sat so far away. I think, ladies, would you like to sort of come and sit closer, or you?
They will make us do stuff.
We will make you do stuff. What sort of stuff do you think we're going to make you to do, just out of interest? What would have been handy if you hadn't said anything, really, wouldn't it? And then you wouldn't have drawn any attention to yourself whatsoever. But no, so are you quite happy sat at the back? Is that what's going on there? So we just have two completely empty rows, that's just what you want for a gig, isn't it? Just the front two rows completely empty, nobody making any effort to move forward or do anything. But do you want the lights on or off?
I don't know, what do you think?
I don't know, that's a good question, Dan.
Do you think they're self-conscious?
Probably, yeah. Let's turn them off and let's see. Oh, you miserable bastards. Is that better?
Yes.
So do you want to come sit at the front now?
Yay!
No! I can't see absolutely anybody now, so never mind, that's fine. Well listen, thanks for coming out on a very wet and, don't know what day is it, Tuesday? Is it Tuesday? I have no idea, I've retired, every day is the same to me, so. Was it still raining outside? Yeah. And you've chosen to come to the Guildhall for a night of entertainment and sit as far away as possible. It's just wonderful. So listen, yeah, thanks for coming out. My name's Nik Hill, I'm your host for the evening. And basically, this is going to be a very chilled out gig. I'm not going to do the usual, what's your name, where are you from, all that type, because I can't fucking see anybody, to be honest. So, but I know you two came in really, you did, and thank you. I was at 20 to 8, there was nobody in here, and then you came in, sat down, and about 5 minutes later you got off. Oh, please don't go. But thanks for coming back. So I'm not going to do that usual where you're from, but you've not been here before, so what's your name, where you from?
It's Martin and Beth.
Martin and Beth. You're very welcome, Martin and Beth. And then, I know this lot, I know this lot, and I know that lot, and I think you 4 guys were here last time, and you're very rock and roll tonight. Was that coffee or hot chocolate you were drinking? Young man, third row back. Yeah. Coke in a mug. Somebody had a mug.
That's me.
Oh, that's you. Sorry, yes. What are you on?
Antidepressant medication. So I can't drink alcohol.
Right, antidepressant medication. I'm not sure how you feel at the end of this. That's fine. So what you want a coffee or
Tea.
tea? See, this is how rock and roll this gig, isn't it? This is how a bloody comedy fun. Oh, it's just brilliant. Yeah. I'm drinking tea. And then ladies at the back, what's the story with you? Where are you from?
There ain't no story.
I think there is. And that was, I've got to say, that was a very sinister voice. That was there ain't no story. Clearly there is a story. So now we're going to push you to find out what that is. And what's going to happen is we're not going to move on until you tell us what's going on. So we'll make it easier. Are you all from Gloucester?
Yes.
No, just the girls at the back. Can't you tell? No, not anymore. I can't. No. So we're all from Gloucester, and is this like a works outing? What's?
Yeah.
Good. See, the questions might get a little bit harder. So Oh, Jesus, it's like pulling teeth. Why the fuck do I bother? So where do you, are you all working the same place?
No.
Oh, okay. Actually, do I did want to know now. So where do you work? We go from, I'll tell you what, we'll go from left to right. From the lovely lady who didn't think anything was going to have to be done. Where do you work?
In Gloucester.
Yeah, I know. Whereabouts?
Central.
Where?
Central Gloucester.
No, which company do you work for?
I know what you're pushing for, but just Central.
Well, just tell me then if you know what I'm pushing for. What's the matter with you? Is it that bad a place you work that you don't want to say? Is it? Oh, that's really what?
Okay. We work in social care for a place called Newton House.
Oh, okay. So you do a really.
So not all of us, sorry, there's two though, not we.
No, I can obviously see all the carers and you brought a couple out with you tonight. That's what's happened there, isn't it? It's like, oh yeah, we'll take them out if we need them, they'll be fine. We lose them on the way back, won't matter, the train wall, that came from. Was that what's going on? I shouldn't have said that, should I? I don't know where that came from at all. Well, you're very welcome, and you do a great job, so that's great. And you just thought you'd treat yourself to a night out, and the abused by a little ginger fellow on the stage was shouting out since that there ain't no story. I've got to be honest, that's probably in all my years of comedy, that's one of the best efforts I've ever had. I will take that with me, because that's lovely. So yes, what was I saying? So tonight we've got, we've just got 2 acts, okay, so what we're trying to do for this gig, I used to do this gig when I first started back in 2004. We had all sorts of people doing. Sarah Millican did a gig in it when she was starting out, and John Richardson did one of his first gigs here. And so the Guildhall have kindly allowed me to do gigs this year, and we've got, I think, 6 dates booked next year. And it's just what we're trying to do is bring you 2 sort of different acts for each gig, just to give you a bit of a flavour. And you know, if you like it, come back, and if you don't, well, it's up to you. I don't care really. I do care. Sorry, I shouldn't. Because, you know when you get to an age where you say things and immediately you say it, you're thinking, shit, I really shouldn't have said that. But no, you'll be very welcome to come back next year. I think we are kicking the year off again in February, just before the week before Valentine's Day. So it'd be nice for you two to come back for Valentine's night, perhaps, if you haven't got anything else. I don't know, have you got anything else planned for Valentine's that far ahead?
Too far ahead.
It's too far ahead, isn't it? Yeah. That's fair enough. But if you did want to come back, you're very welcome, that's all I'm going to say.
We'll think about it.
You'll think about it. Oh, thanks for that. That's fucking encouraging, isn't it? So we just got through Halloween, and we live on an estate in Quedgley, and I'm not a big fan of kids knocking on the door and stuff like that. So what I did this year was I just put this up on my door. And I thought, well, if that fails, I can just turn it round. It didn't work out because the kids didn't have a clue who either of those 2 people were. I'm sure there's people in here that do know. Well, I don't know, I'm assuming. So, social worker girls, do you know who those people are?
Couldn't see the picture, sorry.
Oh, sorry. You couldn't see the book if we turned the fucking lights on you. No, Dan, don't do it. Don't. I'm already worried about moving to the back because of that sinister heckle. But so since the last gig, what have I been doing? I hear you say. Thanks for asking. I've been mostly using my bus pass. Yeah, because I've got to that age where I get a free bus pass, and it's a delight, you know. If I want to look at poor people, I just hop on the bus and come into town, and I don't know, do many of you use the local buses?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, what a I don't know, you get all sorts on the bus, and everyone, nobody speaks to each other, do they? Like, it doesn't matter what age they are. I notice they're all on their phones, and they've all got it on speaker phones. So this week I'm coming into town, we heard all about George's colonoscopy and bloody Margaret's hysterectomy. And we found out how Tyler was a member of the far right, because he was having a conversation with his mate on speakerphone with Bradley about immigrants in the UK, and Tyler said, yeah, what I'd like to do is get rid of all the immigrants, then we'd see where we'd be. So I just leant forward and tapped him on the shoulder. I said, Tyler, unless you've noticed or failed to notice, the bus driver's an immigrant, so I know exactly where we'd be. If he wasn't here, we'd be fucking stuck here for 15 minutes. Tyler didn't like that. He got up to leave, and it must have been sheer coincidence that a cat must have run out across the road in front of the bus, because the driver slammed his brakes on, and poor Tyler shot down the bus and smashed into the windscreen, which was a joy to watch, I've got to be honest. And 50% of the people applauded that, and the other 50% must have been reform voters, so yeah, I thought I'd chuck that in and see how that goes. I've got a feeling we might have some reform voters in tonight, when did that become a thing, clapping on transport? I mean, the only time I've sort of experienced it is on a plane journey. I can't remember as a kid when we used to fly abroad, you would clap on landing, but now that seems to happen, doesn't it? And I don't know why, I think it's just probably just that sheer relief that the planes land. We don't do that, we don't do that for like coach drives or train drives, so I've no idea why we do it on planes. But I think it is part of the holiday ritual, because the other time you hear clapping when you're on a holiday is when you get on the coach and you're going to go to your destination, and the first hotel comes up, and usually it's from people who've only paid £10 for a sun holiday, and it's in the shittiest part of town, and the poor people who've realised that's their hotel look absolutely desperate when they're walking down, and everyone else on the coach claps. And that again is just out of sheer relief more than anything else. So that's 2.5 minutes worth of new material that fucking died. But I'm keeping it in. I'm going to persevere with that, because I did the Tyler stuff in Swindon the other day, and they loved it. And you're just looking at me blankly thinking, well, we didn't like it, and that's the reason why we've remained absolutely fucking silent and left you standing there on your own feeling very, very awkward. But it doesn't matter. So I did get the bus in and came into our fair city. I'm Gloucester born and bred, and I've never lived anywhere else. And I've been here for 67 years, but I've got to be honest, it is shit, isn't it? It's what a depressing place, and I just wanted things to go back, like to the old days when we had like busy streets and everything else, and we didn't have like beggars and everything else that was going on in town. But nothing stays the same, does it? Nothing stays the same. Even our local newspaper, The Citizen. I want to go back to like the days of the 70s and 80s when we had proper stories in The Citizen, because we don't get that now. And I've got a few. Just here, I'd just like to share with you now. So these are in no particular order of favourites, but this is what The Citizen used to be about. And this one isn't really a story, it's more just very clever wordplay. A pensioner who was given a suspended sentence for drink driving turned up drunk at a drink drivers impaired drivers programme. And that was it. I mean, that is brilliant, isn't that? And that's not easy to say, I've got to be honest. These next two, for me, reflect the state of the police at the time. So this first one was the trust body of a missing man was found in the River Sevens this week. Police are no longer treating the death as suspicious. It was trust, really? One of my favourites was this one. And it must have been a quiet news week this week. A mouse hunt was launched. That's it. Damn, that is brilliant. That's the best response I've ever had. Sorry about that. I was one of the comedians. A mouse hunt was launched at police headquarters this week. Panic stations were manned when a worker spotted what they thought was a rodent in the distance. A search team, including a maintenance man with a ladder, I've no idea, was deployed. And then they were stood down when it turned out to be a harmless ball of fluff. That was a genuine Peace in the citizen. But my favourite, probably of all time was this one. Again, it concerns the River Severn. Firefighters spent 7 hours rescuing 2 cows from the River Severn yesterday. Onlooker Mike Walsh said, "We saw one cow going and it was struggling. Then another cow came to help. But it fell in too, so we phoned the fire brigade." Mike Walsh. Just brilliant. But I have come to the conclusion as I come into town quite a bit and sort of go to coffee one, go to costume. Just people watch, and I've just sort of come to the conclusion as I'm getting older. I've got absolutely no tolerance of people whatsoever, and probably doing this job, that's not a good trait to have, really. And I'm trying to palm it off to 2 things. One, the fact that I'm ginger, and the second, the fact that I'm not particularly tall. And my wife thinks I'm just making it up, but I can justify it, because on Channel 5 about 2 years ago, there were 2 programmes, one after another. The first documentary was called Angry Little Men, and the second was called Fuck Off, I'm Ginger. So I thought I'd just rest my case, absolutely rest my case. I mean, it's not everybody. I mean, you lot are lovely, apart from the sinister one at the back. And the one who wouldn't answer any more questions, and the man on antidepressants. You lot are lovely, and obviously you 2 can't make your mind up whether you're going to go to the next gig or not. But apart from those people, and obviously the rest of you won't fucking sit in front, the rest of you, you're absolutely lovely. But there's a lot of people that just, I've just got no tolerance of them. Shop workers who clearly don't want to be there. You know, the ones in like Primark who look just as miserable as sin. And then you've got the other end of the spectrum. We went over to Cheltenham a couple of weeks back. We went into Jack Will's, and we hadn't even set foot inside the door. This bloody girl jumped out, "Hiya guys, how are you?" And then she looked at me and she said, "I don't think I'll have anything to fit you in here." So that's bloody harsh, isn't it? And other people wind me up. Anyone who starts a sentence with that phrase, and I reckon some of the social girls might do this, so that just irritates me. People who use fucking hollybobs instead of holidays. I want to tase them, I've got to be honest. Again, that normally gets a far better response, so I'm beginning to wonder whether I should just give up now, or carry on with my sort of rant about people I don't like. The most people, I've got to be honest, the people I probably detest most of all is dog owners. Now, let me just clarify that. I'm a dog owner myself, okay? But the difference is I've got a proper dog. I've got an Irish Terrier, he's a pedigree dog. And it's not dog owners as such, it's dog owners that don't pick up after their dogs, right? Yeah, and I've done a little survey, and I'm sorry if there's anybody who falls into this category in here, but it tends to be those, you know, the Cavapoos of this world, the Cockapoos, the Labradoodles, all those sort of mongrel dogs. And they're not proper dogs, right? And if I see that happening and I'm out, I just can't help myself. I'll have to shout out, "Mate, your dog's shit." And you've got, "Oh, sorry, I'll pick it up." And I'm like, "No, your dog is shit." Right, so that one's been a mistake. We have got a dog. We have got an Irish Terrier, and he comes with us everywhere. Well, I say everywhere, nearly everywhere. Right, over to Cheltenham, John Lewis welcoming in with open arms, absolutely fine. Saturday, we were in town. I went to go into Sports Direct. You cannot take your dog into Sports Direct. I don't know if you've been into Sports Direct lately. 60% of the people who shop in there clearly have never played a fucking sport in their life. And I said to the girl, "Just let the dog in, he's going to raise the average intelligence in by 135%. But yeah, again, that worked far better the other way. So I'm still going to keep that one in. But he has been a challenge, I've got to be honest, he's been a challenge over the years. About 4 months after we had him, we had a barbecue on a Sunday afternoon. We had some friends round, and they had their 11-year-old daughter with them. And I was inside doing something, and Lynn was outside just looking after the barbecue, keeping an eye on something, and all of a sudden she shouted out,